Do I have the sniffles? I guess we'll find out soon. I hope you had a good Valentine's Day with your boo. I hope you guys, were booed up and all that. Before I get to that though, do you see these? I don't know if my finger / my hands. If you know where these paintings are, I mean, if you, they're obviously on my wall, but, excuse me. If you know who did these paintings, if you know who painted the paintings, if you know who created them or where I got them from or where they were painted / created, I just want to say big shout out to you and big bless up to you. I hope you have a phenomenal year, and I hope you're doing well, I just had to say that because if you know where those paintings are, I got love for you, super low key but high key at the same time. Big heart ting, just wanted to let that be known. But yeah, so remember in vlog episode 3, I told you guys I wanted to change up my room a little bit more, right? So I told you guys that I wanted to add some character in here. I wanted to create like a whole vibe. So, I put some paintings in. I got the couch in here. I started hanging up my shit, my stuff. And basically, I just want to add some more character into here. I got the lamp going and everything. It looks mad, actually, when the sun starts to set, which is about now, actually. But when the sun starts to set, you've got the whole red lava glow kind of happening in the room. I've got other lights. I just don't use the lights because this glow is actually just fantastic. It looks phenomenal. I just wanted to add some character in here, so I just kind of, I got my desk, I got my couch, I got some paintings. Over time, you might not see, depending if I decide to switch locations to film the vlogs or anything, but you might see a shift in color or a change in color. It might get more colorful, it might get less colorful. It probably won't get less colorful than this, to be honest. I'll probably just add more paintings and stuff. Not paintings, just more arts, pictures, drawings and stuff. You never know, might even hang a basketball jersey or something. Hey, you never know. But yeah, I really want to add some character to my room, and so / my office / my laboratory, my name's Dexter. My sister's name is Dee Dee. But yeah, that's what I'm on right now. I wanted to add some character, and hence all the lighting and just the small features and stuff, which are gonna change over time, But back to what I was saying, actually, yeah, I also wanted to say that it's important to have I want this to be my zen space, I want this to be my safe space type of place, So everybody needs that, in your room. You just need a place, whether it's your room or your office, or even if it's not in your house, or if it's a park or some kind of garden, or just a pool, or anywhere really, and where you just feel you can just sit for hours and just create and just plan or write and just think or listen to music just without any stress, Welcome back to the Astro channel. I have a story for you guys. I actually do. I have a story for you guys. I think you might be interested. Well, it's a story, but it could be a lesson. It's a story lesson time thing, How not to fumble the bag. How not to fumble the bag. So, ladies and gentlemen, if you're ready for this story time, can I get a drum roll, please? Drum roll. How not to fumble the bag. Well, this story begins in 2018. Yeah, basically I wanted to tell this story because there's a lot of up and coming, what is my dog? What are you doing? What is he doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? My dog is weird. He's a weird animal. Weird animal. Anyways, story time, yeah, because there are a lot of up and coming creatives here in Namibia, especially, and which is where I'm based. By the way, if anyone didn't know, now you know.
And if you don't know, now you know, nigga.
It's in Namibia right now, and there are a lot of up and coming creatives, and I just wanted to give you guys a quick story slash lesson time, quick thing, you know, simply because I think that other people deserve to hear this. And also I just really want to talk about it because I'm actually so mad at myself. And I mean, I'm not mad at myself anymore, so I'm not mad at myself anymore, so now I can actually share it. How I fumbled a bag, basically, how not to fumble a bag, because I fumbled a bag, potential bag. That's so I thought, right? So I thought. So basically, the story starts out in 2018, right? In 2018, I was going about my day and I get this message one time, right? And I get this DM on Instagram, and it's from a watch company, right? Like they're like influencers and shit like that, or not influencers, but like they're a watch company. They make watches, and it's a legit company. They've got like a couple tens of thousands of followers, right? And they DM me one time, right? And this was in 2018 when I wasn't really on my, you know, like my Instagram game. I'm still not on my Instagram game, but like this is when I was just on Instagram because it was like whatever, you know. And there was a point where I was on Instagram because I was like, shit, all right, okay, let me like, you know, establish like a brand and shit like that. And then eventually I was like, nah, that shit's boring. Like having to plan your posts and all that shit. Like I'd rather just post when I want to, right? Post what I want to, when I want to, like on the spot. Like I don't post, like, you know? So, yeah, so last year was the year I was just like, fuck it. I was deleting and posting and deleting and posting and posting and deleting, right? And I was just like, you know what, at this point, I'm just gonna stop that and just like post whatever I want to post. So I started posting a lot of shit that, you know, I just wanted to post because I wanted to post. So they DM me and they're like, yeah, we like your feed and we like your Instagram and all that, and we were wondering if we could offer you a brand ambassador role. To which I was like, hell yeah, like of course I'm gonna take the role, you know, like what do I have to do? Just tell me like what's up, you know. Obviously I want to be a brand ambassador to a watch that's nice, you know. And they're like, they DM me back, they message me back, and they're like, yeah, no, all you have to do is buy one of our products. And I was kind of skeptical because I thought it was a scam. The first thing that came to my mind was this is a scam. So I clicked on their name. You know, I won't tell, obviously I'm not going to reveal their name because, you know, if they're like, yo, I fuck with your shit again, like, but that's for after the story. I'll explain later. But so I click on their profile, go down their profile, look at their followers and all that stuff, and they're legit, you know, they're an actual, you know, thing. Like they're like, yo, we'll give you a promo code, just give us whatever name you want the promo code to be associated with. We'll name the promo code after you or your, you know, your Instagram handle or whatever. And then every time someone uses your promo code, you'll get like five euros or something like that. So I'm like, okay, right. What do I have to do? And they're like, you just buy one of our products, right? And then, you know, it's fair game. Like, you know, you just continue like, you know, as we told you. I was skeptical because I was like, hold on, first of all, you want me to spend, because the product that they wanted me to buy was one of the watches that they had in trending, like that was trending at the time, which wasn't too cheap, but it wasn't too expensive either, right? It wasn't too cheap, wasn't too expensive. No, it wasn't too expensive, but it wasn't cheap. It definitely wasn't cheap, but it wasn't like mad expensive. So, you know, I was broke at the time. Like not broke, but I was broke because I definitely couldn't buy this watch just like, because they gave me 3 days. They're like, in 3 days, we want your reply or else, you know, we'll give the offer to someone else. I was like, bruh, how are you gonna spring this, first of all, in like, out of nowhere? And say you give me 3 days to buy one of your watches so that you can make me your brand ambassador and then pay me for it, you know, if anyone actually does use my promo code. Because I don't even have a lot of followers now. So imagine what it was like last year. I don't think last year I wasn't even on like 600 followers. So obviously to me, it was like a finesse, you know. To me, it was just a massive finesse, you know. So I was like, damn, like I had to decline the offer because the way, like, first of all, the way my bank account was set up, I was just like, nah, come on, like, what am I gonna gain? Like, I don't have that type of following yet to be making these type of deals. And second of all, they were like, yeah, no, you'll get a bunch of exposure and stuff. Fam, let me tell you something. If anyone, this goes out to any young people, influencers, creatives, business people, that so and so and so. If someone comes to you and says, let me pay you in exposure, you'll get paid in exposure. We can't pay you now, but you'll get exposure, exposure, exposure. Keyword exposure. Fam, decline, 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 because that is just a finesse. It is a finesse. Because you have to ask yourself, first of all, three things. Okay, there are three things. What are you getting out of it? How much are you getting out of it? And how much are you spending, right? Obviously, hey, look, if you're moneyed, congrats to you. But like, if you're just a young, like, creative, up and coming, and you're like trying to, work your way around whatever industry you're in, obviously you can't just be throwing away money to like opportunities. I mean, obviously it was a nice watch, but at the end of the day, I was just like, it wasn't really worth it. But then the more I thought about it, right? The more I thought about it, like, there are pros and cons. There are pros and cons to it, right? But the more I thought about it, I just kind of figured, like, damn, maybe it was a good opportunity to get some exposure out there, because at the same time, although you do spend a lot of cash, you get the product, right? You get the watch. They make you brand ambassador. They put you on their sites, like tens of thousands of followers. Then it's like, boom, your following goes up. You do get a lot of exposure. You lose a lot of money. People might, people actually might use your promo code, so you might get some, money back. But at the same time, will they? Like, it's a what ifs. It's like what ifs, So yeah, I just feel like I had to tell that story, because I feel like a bunch of creatives in our industries, a bunch of creatives in our industries get finessed so much, and it's actually quite ridiculous when you think about it, because this whole word exposure gets thrown around so much. People are just like, ooh, exposure, exposure, exposure. Don't always believe the hype, because sometimes it's not always what it seems. Some pages buy their followers. That's all I'm saying. So you just have to remember, you just have to know yourself. I've said this before, just know yourself, know your base. Like, just know, you have to know. You have to know what's going on. Like, you have to know what's good, So yeah, guys, that was how I finessed. No, I almost got finessed, low key, but at the same time fumbled a bag, but had a bag fumble me. So it's like a finessable, fumble, finumble. How I got finumbled. Before we do head out, because it is the end of the vlog, meditate, drink some water, get a yoga mat, eat some fruit, stay healthy, go for a jog, go for a walk in the morning, get your sleep patterns right, text your crush, make sure everything about you is healthy. This has been vlog number 4 from your resident homebody / astro swimmer, which we still don't know what that means, but it doesn't matter, that's for another time. But I will catch you on the flip side, so peace.